Hi, welcome to the show, Cooking with Me. I am your host, Animal Based Bae. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. I will be dropping a recipe, a show, or a Cooking with Me experience every Thursday, so you will get notified if you hit the subscribe button. So excited to have you today. We're not necessarily going, well, we are going to be cooking a little bit, but it is more putting together fruits that are in season. So our specific focus today is peaches, plenty of peaches. So I'm in Texas, it is peach season, and I'm stoked. I love this because it is super versatile. And so I actually asked on my Instagram what you all do with peaches. How do you enjoy your peaches? And so there were a bunch of different comments from grilled goat cheese and honey and bacon crumbles and, fruit bowl salads, or even just, eating a plain peach when you're hiking with your family on the trail or something of that. So I really loved it, and I thought that I would pull some of those comments and show you guys that you could do it too. So peaches are super versatile, as I mentioned. So let's dive into the top 5 that I picked from your comments in Instagram. So the first one is fruit bowl salad. Now this is great. This is pineapple and strawberry, okay? Then guess what you're going to add? Some peaches. You're gonna put some peaches in a bowl here. Now what I have done is I also picked a variety of white peaches and of yellow peaches. So, so that kind of gives you a different little flavor profile there. Then you'll mix it into your fruit bowl salad, and it's beautiful, right? The strawberries make it super amazing. And then you have the different pineapples, and then, like I said, the white and the yellow peaches. I also added about a quarter lemon squeeze here over this fruit salad. I think it's really good because the different flavors from the different fruit really pull it together nicely. And so you can definitely put that in the fridge before you serve it and get a nice cold snack during those hot summer months. So that is number 1. Number 2, of course, I can't forget to mention that you could just eat it like this. It's amazing. Just eat it, obviously wash it and things like that, but you can eat it, eat the skin, especially if it's organic. So that is really enjoyable for me. Then what I also will do is to grill the peaches. This is one of my favorite ways to eat them, either just plain grilled, or the way that I'm going to do it is grill them, and then I'm going to heat a little bit of raw goat cheese, just a little bit, so hopefully you don't lose the benefits of the raw goat cheese, but I just want to get it a little bit melty so that it's all super warm when you place it on top of the peaches. So you only need about a couple of minutes in here. Sometimes if you want it a little bit browner, this is the Schwenk grill that I use, and it's infrared, heats from up above, and so I like to pick up the tray and it would crisp it up really nice too. But if it's on a regular grill, of course, you can just kind of face it down and turn the heat up. Let's check them out. Yep, this is perfect. I don't want them too overdone, but that nice grill. They're super soft. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. I'm going to grab this. See the goat cheese just a tiny bit warmed and melty. That's super awesome. This is perfect. Stack these on. I just came back from grilling these peaches and warming up this goat cheese a little bit. So what I will do here is I'm going to add it to a nice bowl. This is a little big, but that's okay. I'm gonna put it in this bowl here. And then, well, like I've mentioned before too, I have just moved. And so I don't really have all of the tools I need in the kitchen, but we make do. So that is totally fine. So we put our grilled peaches in a bowl. Then we're going to add the warmed goat cheese. That looks amazing. Then I'm also going to add probably a fan favorite here. This is bacon. So This, honestly, shout out to one of the community members over on Instagram because this sounded so good. It was like I was drooling before I even finished the sentence. So, so we're gonna add some bacon crumbles here. And then of course, yeah, we're gonna add some honey too. So I hope you guys are drooling by now too. I'm going to add some more bacon because who doesn't love that? Now, I also use corn and soy free bacon. That is the only bacon I will use. And you can get that from North Star Bison. You can also get that from Primal Pasture. So really quality is just where you source the food at, honestly, is really important when you're choosing quality meat. So I'm gonna mix that all in there. And yes, I'm mixing with my hands. Going to wash this a little bit. Our hands are the best tools now, aren't they? I think so, in the kitchen. But though I am eating mostly my meals and really close friends, so it's up to you who your guests are. All right, so going to add about a teaspoon of honey and drizzle that on this masterpiece. So, wow. Wow, this looks amazing. So I'm gonna show you an up close photo of this, but first I'm gonna grab a little bit more honey because this honey's a little bit stickier. But that's where the magic is anyways. So we're gonna do that and we're gonna save the spoon for licking later. Okay, let me just show you. Actually, why don't we just put it in there? I guess more for everybody, not for me this time. Sad. Okay, so mixing it in there. Look at that. So if you literally got, let's grab another piece of goat cheese. So goat cheese, okay, bacon, and then if you were to kind of chop this peach, this would be probably the most epic bite and something to rave about later, for sure. Look at that. Ah, look at that honey just dripping. Super great. Okay. That is, what is that, dish number 3? Okay, great. Dish number 4. This was actually my recommendation. I know a lot of you, again, on Instagram told me what you do at home, but this one I wanted to share from my own personal recipe. And so what I will do is grab the secret ingredient of what I have in the oven. The secret ingredient is, I'm sure maybe if you know me by now, you can guess, but it's plantains. I actually typically cook them over stovetop and fry them in ghee or tallow or butter or corn and soy free bacon fat. But this time, because I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit sweeter, I put it in coconut oil. And so that's a great oil to cook with. I only cook with it sometimes because animal fat is superior in nutrition than coconut oil, but every once in a while it's fun to use that and to use different flavors too. So what I have done is I've chopped up some white and yellow peaches. I'm going to drop them in there and get it all nice and warm. And I will mix it in there. Then I have a secret ingredient. Can you guess what it is? I'm gonna show you here in a second. Okay, so the secret ingredient, drum roll please, is homemade ice cream. I need to find this homemade ice cream recipe on my Instagram. But first, I'm going to take some Maldon sea salt, sprinkle it over this plantain and warmed peaches mixture because I just love that kind of sweet and salty. And then plop a scoop of my homemade ice cream right on there. Boom, and that's gonna melt and it's gonna be so delicious and amazing. So that was also kind of a combination of not only my idea of adding the plantains and the warmed peaches, but also somebody had mentioned peaches and ice cream or making like a peach ice cream. So you can also do that. Okay, so then last but not least is this one is going to be just regular. So you're just gonna chop your peaches, and again, keep your skin on if you want, especially, you know, if it's organic, it's fine. I wouldn't really keep the skin on if it's not. I do tend to source only organic fruits. And then I also obviously try to keep it in season. So they have less defense chemicals if you do keep it in season, as well as making sure that they are ripe. So I'm just going to chop these. Very easy. And obviously this is how you can throw it super quick together. You just put this in a bowl like so. Okay. And then you will scoop some cottage cheese. There you have it. I use Kelowna, okay, cottage cheese. So good, so yummy, and they source from really great farms too. All you need is a big tablespoon. I won't judge you if you add more. Okay. You know what probably would be amazeballs with this is maple syrup. Yep. That's good too. It's good. And I might fumble with this because, okay, I haven't opened this yet. So there's a little plastic thing on here that we're going to take off. Probably a little, little seal right there. All right. At least you know nobody's messed with it. Yes. Okay. Pop it open like this and do just a little drizzle. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. Look at that. You see that? Nice little maple drizzle. Okay. And that concludes all of the different ways. Not all, okay? There are plenty more. So if you have ideas for peaches, please comment below and tell us your favorite peach recipe because, like I said, it's peach season and we can always make more peach recipes. So thank you so much for joining me. I was glad to have you. And so stick around, hit subscribe so that you can get notified of the next recipe YouTube drop next week, and hope to see you soon.